York City hasn't changed a bit, but I can honestly say that it's changed the way that I live. I used to wonder, where would I end up? Do I chase the dreams that I have, or do I settle? But life's too short, and the clock keeps ticking down. I woke up one day and I put a different head on both my shoulders, 'cause I always had it wrong. If that's what I make it, then I better make it count before I'm too far gone. Thought I'd drive to a brand new city where no one would know my name or be talking about me. But that changed when I figured out that no matter where I go, they won't shut their mouths. Don't really care what they have to say. No, I won't let anything get in my way. 'Cause life's too short, and the clock keeps ticking down. I woke up one day and I put a different head on both my shoulders, 'cause I always had it wrong. If life's what I make it, then I better make it count before I'm too far gone. I won't get blinded by the lights. I'll keep going, won't change my mind. Only got one chance to fight. Do I chase the dreams that I have, or do I settle? 'Cause life's too short, and the clock keeps ticking down. I woke up one day and I put a different head on both my shoulders, 'cause I always had it wrong. If life's what I make it, then I better make it count before I'm too far gone. When I look back on all the years it's taken to get to the point that I'm at right here in this place. New York City hasn't changed a bit, but I can honestly say that it's changed the way that I live. I used to wonder, where would I end up? Do I chase the dreams that I have, or do I settle? But life's too short, and the clock keeps ticking down. I woke up one day and I put a different head on both my shoulders, 'cause I always had it wrong. If that's what I make it, then I better make it count before I'm too far gone. Thought I'd drive to a brand new city where no one would know my name or be talking about me. But that changed when I figured out that no matter where I go, they won't shut their mouths. Don't really care what.
Hello. I'm sorry about that. The laptop is being really loud. Sorry about that. Hello. Hello, gaming mouse. Welcome. Oh, the chat is working. I couldn't tell if it was or not. But yeah, you guys should be on the stream. Yeah. Can you hear me okay? I don't know if I'm talking loud enough. I got some cheese. You want some? Sure. I'll have some cheese. Yeah, I think I am a little quiet. How do I? There we go. Is that better? Yeah, this should be much better. Yeah, I don't know why I decided that I would stream on here. I felt like it'd be interesting to do. You know? But well, chat, what do you want to talk about? Sorry about the typing. What should we talk about? Well, I haven't been doing much recently other than studying, so don't know how interesting that is to talk about. Not really. Here's some cheese. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Today's your birthday? Happy birthday. A very happy birthday to you. My birthday's in... Oh wait, shoot, I forgot. Hold on, I forgot my own birthday. Oh, no, I missed my birthday. My birthday was on March 25th. Wow. I like your room. Thank you. Yeah. It's very nice. I like it too. Hello. Welcome, your favorite weeb. Yeah, I can't believe it. I missed my birthday. Wow. I was truly on the grind mindset. Have some tea, Luna? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm more of a coffee person, but I'll definitely take tea as well. I will take any caffeine that I can get. Well, you been up to anything interesting recently, chat? 'Cause I mean, really all I've been doing recently is studying for... We have finals coming up soon. And for finals, I'm supposed to be able to grow a tree. I know that sounds kind of lame, but when I say grow a tree, I mean in like 5 seconds, okay? It's a difficult spell. And it's even cooler if you can grow like a tree that already has fruit on it, and then you don't have to wait for it to even make any. You just get free food. Well, it's not really free because it takes effort, but I guess it's free in the sense that it doesn't cost money. This close to my older brother's birthday. His is on March 31st. Ah, that's cool. Wait, wasn't Easter on March 31st this year? That sounds right, unless I'm mistaken. Yeah. I don't really do much for Easter, so I don't really remember. Yeah, it was? Yeah, that's what I thought. What happened to Fern? He's fine. He's elsewhere right now. And I thought I'd do a stream. They had Fang on stream. I don't know if any of you guys were here. They had Fang on stream like a whole year ago. And back then they told me that maybe sometime they'd let me be on stream. And then they never mentioned it again until recently. Oh, that Fern is such a forgetful one. That one. They're alright though, they're just not here. He's probably in his room somewhere, you know. And who knows what he does in there. I don't know what it is, chat. I know they stream and stuff, and maybe that's the reason sometimes I hear screaming. But frankly, I don't know. I've learned just to not worry about it. Because normally they're just watching their YouTube at full volume or laughing at his own jokes. It's always something. It's always some noise coming from there. It's nothing to worry about. I am a relatively quiet person in comparison. I don't mind too much though. It's a nice reminder that they're here and that I'm not all by myself. As I like being all by myself, but not really. You know? Like, it's nice to be alone, but it's nice to know that I can leave the room and there'll be someone else over there. It's a good feeling. Although sometimes I do wish that he would be quieter. I would say I'm lucky to have them as a roommate though, in comparison to some other people. I have heard some very scary stories about roommates, so you never know. You really never do. I'm glad my roommate became my friend. Yeah, but that's enough about Fern. What do you guys talk about on this channel, huh? I admittedly don't watch it very often. Maybe I should. What do you think, chat? Is Fern's channel worth watching? I mean, I would assume that you'd say yes, since you're here after all. But, you know, it's certainly still a question. I don't have very much time to do things, and I want to make sure they're worth doing. You know? Rest in peace, Fern. They didn't die. They're alright. It's a good channel, so yeah, maybe you should. I'll definitely think about it. I don't watch YouTube very often, admittedly, except I do like my nice studying playlists on there. New headcanon, Luna killed Fern. I don't know what event caused this, but they turned their backs on each other. You'll have to figure something out yourself. In an alt universe, though. That's certainly quite the alt universe. Is it one of those alternative universes where everyone just becomes evil? Or dies? There's no in between. Everyone becomes evil. And or dies. She usually make Stardew Valley, endurance streams, etc. Yeah, that sounds about right. Every time we get a day off, they just go in there and stream all day. And I'm over here trying to finish and get caught up on my homework. Just hear them yelling about spiders or something. In Hogwarts Legacy. It's like the alt me-verse where Fern is a superhero and dating another character, but I forgot her name. What? I don't have any context for this. What are you gonna do if Fern finds out you're streaming? He knows. He knows. How else would I have been able to get into the account? I might be magic, but I'm not magic with technology. In fact, I'm quite the boomer with technology. He had to come get it set up for me because I was confused. From the inkling across the Fernverse. That's funny. It'd be weird to see another version of me that's like a distortion of me, but for them I would be a distortion of them. That would be really weird, actually, now that I think about it. That would be very strange. It'd be me, but not me. And to them, I would be them, but not them. Huh? I do wonder if there are other realities. It seems a complex question to answer, though, as I'm not sure there's any definite way to know besides going to one, and that doesn't sound like a good idea. It could screw things up majorly. But I do wonder, as I'm sure people do, because there has been so much media made about it. I've been not showing up to friends' streams as often as I should because I really like them. Don't worry about it. I'm sure they understand. Imagine a scene where Alt Luna and Alt Fern are holding each other at gunpoint. That's definitely a strange thing to think about. He's probably one of the last people that I'd hold at gunpoint. I'm trying to think. I have a long list of people that I would, and a shorter list of people I wouldn't. Well, not including people I haven't met. Those people are in a different category. They're in a yet to be sorted category, right? I'd say the list of people I wouldn't hold at gunpoint is definitely shorter, unfortunately. But it gets longer every day, I guess. I don't know, is that me dealing with my issues, or are there just nicer people here? I'm not sure. It's definitely much nicer here than it was in high school, but my high school experience was a nightmare, so that's really not saying much. It had little to do with the high school itself, and more to do with the people in it. Never search up the crossbow on YouTube, just saying. It's more than a Norwegian Danish letter. Like, now I'm curious. How bad is it? How bad is it? Because I want to search it now. Disturbing results. What kind of disturbing? That's intriguing. Oh, I'm tired. You know, I went to bed at like 4 a.m. last night, and I woke up at, I believe, 7:30 a.m. Yeah, 'tis the life of an academic. I had an exam today, so I had to study last night, especially. I have so many exams. I can't even get a week's break, it seems, without one popping up somewhere. Maybe I'm in too many classes, maybe that's the problem. But they're all interesting. Maybe doing them all at once is a bad plan, though. Like gore, analog horror, and other stuff. It's multiple stuff. The thumbnails will keep you awake at times sometimes. Some are creepypasta, some horror, some just straight up horror gore. Huh. That's interesting. Wonder... Good to know. Do you think friends, friends, like Carter, Stella, etc. will also stream? Probably. It's easiest to do with me because I live, like, in the same dorm, right? But I'm sure we could do one with one of them too. It'd definitely be interesting, I'll warn you. Especially Stella. Stella's quite the character. But she is on my list of people I wouldn't hold at gunpoint, so I guess you can do with that information what you will. Who's your favorite OC? OC? If you mean my favorite of my friends, perhaps, probably Carter. Carter's my favorite. But that's not saying I don't like my other friends. Well, you know, in a friend way. I do. But I would say me and Carter hang out the most, I guess. And I feel like we're pretty similar in some ways. But yeah. Is Stella supposed to be evil or just rich? Oh, she's very much neither. She's not rich. She did come into, I won't talk too much about her backstory on here, because it's not really my story to tell, right? If she's willing to talk about it when she comes on stream at some point, that's one thing. But I will say she came into a good sum of money because of something that happened that honestly she deserved more money in return for, because it was messed up. But I mean, I don't mean to stereotype by any means, but typically nocturnal people are not the most wealthy, and that doesn't say anything about them. It's just typically the problem is there are a lot of the places that are available for them to work at night don't pay as much. It's quite the problem. So they typically aren't as wealthy. And as for her being evil, she's not. She's a bit much for me at times, but she's certainly not evil. She has great trauma for a villain arc, to be honest. Oh, we all do. We all do, believe me. Carter is the name of one of my IRL friends. That's nice. I hope he's as good of a friend as my friend Carter is. Well, there's also Stella is the only one of us that lives at home. But I know Fern did a stream with Fang before, like a year ago, when they were dating, and Fang lives with Stella and his brothers. They're all siblings, by the way. Just thought I'd clarify. Fang and Stella live together because they're siblings. There's I tried to remember. It's just a bunch of vampire brothers. They run together in my head. There's like 3 of them, and they're all older. And they're all kind of scary looking. I'm not a big fan of them, but I don't know. Seems like the kind of thing a good amount of people might be attracted to, but I am simply not. But it's not necessarily saying they're not attractive. That doesn't happen to me, really. Yeah, he is cool, but has been out of school for 2 days, so I haven't seen him. Oh no. Sorry about that. It's definitely unfortunate when we don't see people. But yeah. I am normally the people. No, I believe I am one person. I'm typically the person that people don't see for a bit, just 'cause I'm always finding something to be busy with. It's probably not a very good habit, but it is a habit that I have, so yeah, that's a thing. Not gonna lie, same. Yeah. I think, if possible, which reminds me, I need to register for my classes next semester. I think next semester I'll try to take less classes if possible. 'Cause it's hard, 'cause there's so many classes I want to take, but I don't have time for all of them. And I don't want to stay here. Sorry for the noise. I'm fidgeting with something, and it's normally quiet, but sometimes it's not. What was I saying? Right. There's so many classes I want to take, and I don't want to stay here for more than 4 years. That seems expensive. If I didn't get so many scholarships, I would not be able to go here. I am very broke. I guess that's what you get for running away from your house and then your other house, but hey, I did what I had to do. That's all I can say. And I made it here, so it doesn't matter, or something. I know I was here for a while, but I gotta head out now. That's alright. Goodbye. And don't worry about the editing. It's alright. Just do it at your own pace. Or something. I don't know. I'm not the person who runs this channel. Thank you for coming. Yeah, it's 9 p.m. here. So it's a little late. It's not too bad. Like I said, I went to sleep at like 4 a.m. last night. Although you must understand, I don't normally go to bed at 4 a.m. It just happens a little too frequently for comfort, I'd say. But I'm not trying to, it just happens sometimes. But I'll chat. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about? Just asking, you know, in case you do. I'm not saying you have to have something. I'm sure I can think of something, although social skills are not one of my skills. I'm not very socially intelligent. No. You know what I mean, though. But that is what you get for being a nerd, I guess. Although, is that a result or a cause? Do you become a nerd? Do you become socially awkward because you're a nerd? Or do you become a nerd because you're socially awkward? Which is it? Or maybe it depends on the situation. I don't know. My point is, I'm sure Fern is much more entertaining, although they are also socially awkward. The difference is, he is fine being awkward around people that he knows. That is a step that I have not, it's a milestone I have not reached quite yet. I'll get there, though. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. I don't know, for me, slight anxiety came in like 3rd grade or something. Yeah, I feel you. I've always been a pretty anxious person. But considering the environment in which I grew up, it makes sense. Although, I like to think that maybe I would be that way anyway. Not that I would want to be anxious, but more that I don't like to think that I am who I am today because of the way people have treated me in the past. I don't like to think that way. I would be who I am regardless. And maybe I'd just be less depressed. Good night, Sherry. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you talking to me. Goodbye. I am quite tired. Where is that yelling coming from? It could be anything. No, I talked about Fern being a loud roommate, but Everyone in this building is loud, I feel like. Or at least enough people are loud where it's very loud. And the worst is when they set off the fire alarms in the middle of the night. Waked me up and I was finally asleep. That's fun. Sleep is certainly a thing I always need more of, but I cannot seem to fall asleep most of the time. That's my problem, is I can't fall asleep until I have everything done. And it's not that I know I need to have everything done by tomorrow or whenever, right? I also just cannot rest until it's done. Like, I lay down to go to sleep and I can't. I have to finish all of my stuff. Sometimes it's 'cause it's due tomorrow. Sometimes I feel like I have to. It is I guess it's a good thing to have if you want your homework turned in. It's not a very good thing to have if you want sleep. It is certainly a blessing and a curse. Mostly a curse. And magic especially is difficult to study and perform when you're tired, because it takes a lot of energy. And I cannot be pulling from energy that I do not have. So that certainly complicates situations quite a bit. But hey, I don't have time to sleep. I have more important things to do. At least that's what I'm always saying. And all my friends are always saying, Luna, just go to bed. I would, but it's not that easy. I cannot go to bed until I get everything done. And there's often a lot of things I have to get done. Hey, I do it. That's the best I can do. And it might be a good idea to slow down, though, or I will become burned out again. I finally recovered from that. I had been out of school for a bit, right? Because I won't get too deep into my personal life, but let's just say I didn't technically graduate high school. People are often surprised I say that, because it's like, oh, Luna, you're so smart. What do you mean you didn't graduate high school? Well, it has nothing to do with intelligence. I simply stopped going because of reasons, and when applying to Inklings University, there was an exam they let me take, and I did really well on it. And of course, I have the magic class buff, so that helped a lot. Not only to get accepted, but to get a lot of scholarships. We don't have very many magic beings on campus. As you know, they don't have many magic people in the school. I think the only class there's less of is nocturnals, and that's because the school meets during the day. So of course there's not going to be very many nocturnals. I haven't met any besides Stella, but I know they exist somewhere. The knowledge haunts me. But I haven't seen another one. So, although I do remember from mentioning a demon at one point. I don't remember who they were or what the context was. I personally have... Oh, sorry. Sorry for the noise. I told you I was fidgeting with something. I haven't seen another nocturnal on campus besides Stella, and I don't believe I've seen another in the magic class either, besides myself, which do I even count? I'm not sure. So, I don't know. Do with that information what you will. I was deeply surprised that there are elementals here. There's a lot more elementals here than I would have guessed. Because the thing is, here's the thing. I'm not sure how much you guys know about the politics here, right? But the thing is, humans and animal-like people and the warrior people, right? They often go to schools like this. These schools are more for them. Most of the school population is animal-like people, and that's because there are so many of them. There are a lot of them. It's strange how much more there are in comparison to any other class. And it really boils down to the fact that they have a lot of kids. Like culturally, they just have a lot of children. And for me and magic beings and my culture, we don't have very many children. A very large percentage, I don't know if you guys knew this, a very large percentage of magic class people never get married. They don't ever get married. I think I don't remember the number exactly, but it's above half. It's a stark percentage. But we do have the lowest divorce rate, so I guess that's something. Maybe people would get divorced less often if they just didn't get married to begin with. But animal-like people have a lot of kids. And I can understand where that may have originated, considering historically, like a long time ago, they were hunted. But it's been so long now that I really don't understand why it's necessary. Unless they just like having children. I don't know, it sounds painful. But to each their own. Why am I on this subject again? Oh, that's right. I was talking about the class demographic here for some reason. Now that topic of conversation, I don't know why. I don't know why I ended up on that topic of conversation. But back to what I was saying. This school, mostly human, warrior, animal-like, right? This one is a much more diverse than a lot of other schools. Where I'm a low percentage, but I'm not the only magic class here. Like I said, I'm the only one I've met, but realistically, I haven't met that many people. So, and when I say I'm the only one I've met, I mean I'm the only one I've met outside class. I should have specified. Because I've met some in class. I have magic classes with other students. I kind of forgot. I forget other people exist at times besides like the few that I care about. It's not that other people don't matter, they just don't matter to me. It's fine, everyone can't matter to me. It sounds exhausting. I can only care about a few people at a time, and I care about 4 people. 4? Yes, I care about 4 people. That's good enough for me. 4 people. I have 4 friends. I went from bouncing consistently between like 0 friends and 1 friend to like 4 of them. So, but yeah, there are a few other magic classes in my magic classes. But yeah, I haven't seen any outside of there. There aren't that many in those classes, and because there aren't that many, we're kind of mixed. Like, freshmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors, right? Which is really actually a cool dynamic, I think. But yeah, outside of there, I haven't seen any. I mean, I see them around sometimes, but not really. I haven't met them in any friend circle, really is what I'm saying. Well, oh yes, but I was surprised. The thing is, seasick, what's my favorite paint flavor? You say that as if I've eaten paint. I don't believe I've eaten paint before. If I was going to, I'd probably eat yellow paint. I don't know. That's the first color that came to mind. But I don't eat paint. What's your favorite flavor of gender fluid? I don't know how to answer that question. I don't know what that means. To be honest with you. Favorite flavor of gender fluid? There are different flavors? Like, what tastes the best? What tastes the best? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the options are. Like what is the choice I'm making? What? They briefly briefly go back to what I was talking about. Fluid. What? I mean, I won't question it, I guess. Is that what Fern drinks that randomly turns them into different genders? Do they get up every day, grab an energy drink, and then drink it, and then boom, today they're a man or something? Is that how that works? Wisdom Fern fact of the day: you sing best in the shower and dance best when you're waiting for something to heat up in the microwave. It might be true. Fern a lot of times plays music in the shower, but it's because he told me it was because then he can tell how long he's in the shower. I guess if that works, I can just tell how long I've been in the shower. But they have ADHD, so apparently it's not a thing they can do. But sometimes I can wake up in the morning and I just hear him screaming "The Vampire" by Olivia Rodrigo. I suddenly forget how that song goes. No. I have a different song in my head when I try to think of it, but now I can't think of what I was trying to think of. I know this may seem a little sad from my so far messages, but when was the last time you've cried? Last time I've cried. I don't keep a log, but probably yesterday, if not today. I cry quite often. I didn't used to, but you know. Carter says it's good for me, so I'll take his word for it. I say I didn't used to. I didn't used to in front of people. I did. Oh. I think the stream may be lagging. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm sorry for you. I wish you the best of joy. Thank you. I will definitely say, while I'm not in the best of places mentally right now, I'm far better than I was a year ago, and far better than I was like a few years ago. And it's not just like a little better, I am significantly better. So I'm definitely, I'm on my way up, right? So that's good. It's the kind of thing where I'm now out of those situations, and the thing is, it will take me a bit to recover after being there, but I'm not there anymore, and that is amazing. I am so glad for that. I think that is the case for all of us, honestly. We've been through a lot, me and my friends, but we're alright now. It's just a matter of recovering. And that is much better to do when we're together or something. But I'm trying to remember what I was talking about earlier. Right, the thing is, to go to a daytime school for a vampire like Stella, or really anyone in the nocturnal class, that's like viewed highly. It is unfortunate that the schools that meet during the day are typically better, but it's rough, but at the same time it makes sense, because the only people that attend schools at night are the nocturnal people. And they're one of the rarer classes, right? There aren't as many of them as there are humans, warriors, animal-like. And all three of them combined is a lot more. They take up the majority of the population, right? Those three classes. But for a nocturnal person to go to a school such as this is a blessing, right? Now, how do they do it, you might wonder. I know a lot of people have, I feel like this is a question Stella gets wherever she goes, which, while understandable, I'm sure gets annoying. Answering, oh, I knocked over my water bottle, hold on. Answering the same question over and over. Oh dear, it's not standing back up. You were standing up just a moment ago. Come on. There. Okay. Well, as I was saying, Stella takes medication that lessens her sensitivity to sun, and she also tends to wear a lot of sunscreen. She always, this is random, I know, she always smells like sunscreen. And I mean strongly. I don't mean faintly, I mean strongly. She smells strongly of sunscreen. But, yeah, that's how she can come here, right? With that medication. It's expensive. And it's something you need a prescription for. And to get a prescription, you have to have a reason for it, and blah, blah, blah. It's certainly an unfortunate situation. But I hope that people like Stella being allowed to go to these schools is helping that situation, because it's really unfortunate that they seem to get the disadvantage in every scenario. Just merely because of some things that happened long before any of them were born. And their biology, right? A lot of them are either just averse to the sun or just prefer the nighttime. Some of them are harmed by the sun, some of them just don't like it, some of them just like the night better. Whatever it is, you know? But I say that to say, and then for humans, warriors, animal-like, this is just, regular university. Now, to magic class, the elementals, different story. Elementals and magic class at the top of the hierarchy, right? No. I'm not at the top of the political hierarchy. Magic people don't really have any political power. Although we do at the same time. It's nice. I don't know if you guys know this, but we are under different laws than others. The guardians, right? The law enforcement has no right to enforce law upon people of my class, right? We have the council to watch over us and our behavior, and not the guardians. So we live in the same place as everyone else, but really we're under a different government. It's quite odd, really. It's very confusing. Sometimes I think it would be less complicated if we just be under them, but it doesn't matter. Or maybe if they were under council. I believe the theory of it is that they couldn't really... Magic class is held to a different standard, right? So, yeah. And for those reasons, we normally go to our own schools. But I wasn't doing very well in school as a kid, so I was put in a regular high school, and everything went downhill from there. And of course there's also magic universities, but there was no way I was going to get into one of those, considering that I didn't even finish high school. So I went to Inklings University, and luckily they have a magic program and some other magic class students who I've clearly forgotten about because I said I didn't know any. I hadn't met any. And also, elementals. Elementals are royalty, essentially, right? And they have their own schools too. Although a lot of times they're taught by a private tutor. They're homeschooled, right? A lot of them are homeschooled. But they have their own universities, I should say. I don't hear much about elementary, middle, high schools. I'm sure they exist, but the majority of elementals are homeschooled, I believe. Not by their parents, but by, like, a teacher they hire, right? Private tutor. Whoops, sorry about the noise. And so that's a thing. And then yes, universities for them to go to. Now, there is an elemental student here. There are a few that I've seen, but the only one I know, like, the name of is Ren, who's Conan's friend. And I'm just saying, Ren, he's on my list of people I would hold at gunpoint to bring back those lists again. He's quite annoying and arrogant and just, I use a word, but I'm not entirely sure I'm allowed to use it on Fern Stream. He sucks. But he is here, and honestly, with that attitude, I can't imagine why. But I haven't had a chance to talk to other elemental people. Typically, I think they can be pretty arrogant. I believe that culturally, sorry, it's difficult for me to pronounce that word. Culturally, they do often have to, like, they would have to be leaders, right? And so they're expected to be confident. And it is interesting. I didn't think about this until Carter pointed it out to me, because he's an empath. He's not a telepath, but I swear he is, because the explanations that he gives of people are often eerily accurate. I have a hard time believing that this man can only feel others' emotions, specifically only when he's touching them. He can only feel other people's emotions when he's touching them. Yet he can look at someone across the room and read them so well. It baffles me. It never ceases to baffle me. It's quite strange. I don't know how he does it. In that respect, he's quite different from me. I think I've come to be very skeptical of everyone, but without really thinking, I just say I'm skeptical. You know what I mean? Like, if Carter were skeptical about somebody, he would examine their behaviors or the way they talk, whatever. Maybe have a conversation with them, try to figure them out. If I'm skeptical of someone, I just avoid them. And I'm skeptical of everyone, so I just avoid everyone. And honestly, I see no reason not to. I have friends, and I'm not looking for any more. So, why bother to talk to people when I already have all the friends I need? I don't know if I could handle anymore. A 4 is already a large number. There's 5 of us in total, you know. We barely fit in one car. We fit in one car if we put Fern in the middle seat. Then we fit. If Fern is put in the middle seat, then we fit. Technically, I'm the smallest, but I'm not sitting in the middle seat. I want to sit in the front. I want the shotgun. I want to be, what's the term they use? I want to be the passenger princess. Everyone else can sit in the back. I want to sit in the front. I don't want to drive. I can't drive. Fairies can't drive. No. I can't drive. So, I'm not driving. But I like being able to look out the windshield. And I don't like being crammed in the back with 2 other people. Usually, all the times, Carter drives us, and it's just me and him in the front, having our relaxed conversation, right? And then it's Stella and Forrest and Fern in the back, causing chaos. But we don't go places, we don't leave campus that often together in the car, but when we do, it's like that. I'm trying to remember the last time we went like that. I think we went... I'm not sure. I can't remember. Well, we have before. And that's what matters. Hold on a moment, chat. I'm going to go grab some water. My throat is kind of dry. Although, I'm not going very far. I'm not talking very loud. Oh, I'm almost out of water. Oh well. Who cares? Alright. Well. Sorry about all the yelling. I don't think that's Fern. I think that's someone else. But who knows? Well, chat. I could get used to saying that. Chat. You know, Fern's called me chat on accident before. It was very funny. And I'm never going to let them live it down. Wow, I'm tired. You know, how much sleep did I get last night? I'm scared to check. I know I went to bed at 4 a.m. But let me check my smartwatch. That I definitely have. Oh my gosh. 2 hours and 53 minutes of sleep last night. Wow. I should probably go to bed at a good hour tonight. I say that, but it's almost 10 p.m. I still have some homework to finish. And I'm still streaming on Fern's channel for some reason. I'm torn. I wonder how long my homework will take. Let me check. If I decide that it'll take me a while, I will probably be off, but if not, I might as well stick around. Wow, it's not loading. Okay, there we go. Where's my mouse? There it is. Okay. My mouse? Wait, this is... Anyway. Let's see here. Let me see. Where is it in here? It's hiding. What week are we on? Week 14. Holy crap. Week 14. How long is this? 4 pages. Oh, pfft. Yeah, that won't take me very long to read. Okay, I'll stay streaming. Don't worry, chat, I won't leave. Although, I'm not sure if any of you are here right now. Is Fern's chat normally this dead, or am I killing it? Oh well. Whoop, sorry. I'm still fidgeting with this thing on my desk. It's nice to have something to fidget with. But, what else should I talk about? Well, let me think. I will say I'm very surprised how good Inkling's magic program is. And it's not the best, right? I think there aren't that many magic majors here. I'm just getting a general magic major. Just magic, right? Not a specialized, Although, considering that I am a fairy, it might not be a bad idea for me to major in nature magic. They don't have a major for that here though, right? So, I do specialize in nature magic because I'm a fairy, and that's all the magic I could do. In case you didn't know, as a fairy, I can take pieces of nature, things that are alive or were from something that was alive, and use it to do magic. I can't really do magic out of thin air, right? I don't know why a lot of people think that I can. I need materials. A lot of times I carry around flower seeds. They're very handy if you're ever in a dangerous situation and you need to put someone in a flowery cage at a moment's notice, or something along those lines. It's always good to be prepared, right? I think it's important to be able to defend yourself in case of adverse situations, because if you can't defend yourself often, you find yourself relying on other people that are stronger, and that is not going to end well for you, at least in my experience, right? As mentioned before, I'm very small. Comes with being a fairy, right? But I am not weak anymore. I am more powerful than most people on this campus. And I don't say that to brag. It's just a thing. I'd say I'm probably more powerful than Ren. Is it cryokinetic? That's the right word, right? He's a nice guy. He's Elsa. He makes ice. I can make fire with the right materials, so I clearly have the upper hand in that fight. Did you know that elemental people, a lot of people think that this is a legend or a story that isn't true, but the elemental people do have traces of their specific element or elements, in the rare case where some elementals possess the ability to control multiple elements. They have traces of those elements in their bloodstream. Now, I tell you exactly how this works, except that Scientists are still a bit baffled by it. The thing about magic is it's hard to explain with science. That's why it's called magic. But as a member of the magic class, as a magical being, I understand that just because it's how do I put this? Science is great in studying life. That is what it's meant to study, at least in terms of biology, right? And what I'm talking about more. Science studies more than life. I'd say it studies nature in general, right? Including like space and whatnot. Now, magic is something different. It doesn't really fall under science. But having these traces of the elements in their bloodstream allows them to manipulate those elements and stuff. Lore breakdown? Yes, I am, what can I say? I am part of the world. I know what's in it, but now, so because of that, a lot of times they have weaknesses. That's the thing. Elemental people a lot of times have sometimes severe weaknesses, and the weaknesses are fairly obvious because they're related to the element, which is fairly obvious. I mean, Ren looks like an ice user. I don't know what it is about him. I think it's his eyes. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe I just sense his aura and I think that it's something other people can do. I forget that most people can't just tell. Maybe that's how Carter feels about me not being able to read people's emotions. But like Ren, for example, he uses ice, which means he's very sensitive to fire. And I've seen him outside when it's hot. It's hilarious. And the best part is he never takes off that stupid suit. I don't know why. I don't get it. He could. I know that elementals are constantly under a dress code, but the dress code lets you take off a blazer if it's blazing outside. I'm just saying, especially if you're cryokinetic, I think that they would understand. But no, he's just too arrogant. Yeah, if you can't tell, I'm not a big fan of Ren. This is a reminder that you matter. People love you and care about you. You are an amazing person, deserve care. Have a great night. Yes, that's true. Thank you, thank you. It's true for you as well, of course. Ren's a man of business. Completely understand the need for the trip. Alright. I don't know. I'm probably the #1 Ren hater there is. But I don't know. Maybe the hatred is unjustified. I'm sure that there is a good moderate area between me hating him and then Stella being Stella. I'm trying to think of I thought of a term, but I don't know. if it's how age appropriate it is. Here, simp. Stella being a simp for him. I don't know, man. I told you, she's strange. I don't understand her, but I endeavor to. One day I will. Why hate this man? Because he's an a-hole? That's why. Hello, Zafi, welcome. He's the kind of guy that you say hello to and he just ignores you unless he thinks that you are important enough to talk to him. I know because I've seen it. He's exactly like that. And maybe I'm a hypocrite because maybe I'm a hypocrite because I don't always talk to people I don't really know, but hey, at least I acknowledge them. I'm better than he is, and that's saying something. I'm not going to ignore someone. I might say, I really don't want to talk right now, if that's okay. But I'm not just going to stare off at the wall, pretend they're not there. I've never seen him when he wasn't frowning. He always looks like he's mad at something. Ego man, my brother is the same way. Sorry about that. You seem like a pretty good assassin, not gonna lie. Me, an assassin? Well, I mean, I'm sure I would be if I could be. I'd definitely get in trouble with the council, that one. Assuming I'm not in trouble with them already. I've broken enough laws to last me a while. And yeah, that's all I'll say. Because admitting my crimes on stream doesn't sound like a smart idea. Although the council can see me whether or not I'm streaming, so I'm not sure how that would actually help anything. The council is strange to me. I've never met them, but it's the kind of thing your parents tell you. If when no one is watching you, the council is watching you, you can't get away with anything. Oh. You are never completely alone. The council's always watching you. Don't worry, only if you're a magic person. If you're a normal person, they might briefly watch you, but not for extended periods of time. But they're always watching me. Apparently. At least that's what my parents told me. And I do know they are the law enforcement of magic people. And the most wise and magic people in the world at the moment also. Because you have to be pretty cool to make it onto the council. And for some reason everyone on the council is apparently really old. I didn't do well in I don't remember. It's been a while since I learned about that, but it's strange. Magic people do typically have a longer lifespan than others, but it's not significantly longer. Like, these guys are like multiple 100 years old. I say guys, it's not just men, right? It's not just men, but they're multiple 100 years old. We don't live that long. We don't really live that much longer than 100 often. Why not simply create your own secret project? Do you happen to know a man named Gabriel in the council? He's a buddy of mine, super strict guy. Why not attempt to go off the grid? And probably have something to track you. Remove it and you are safe. It's not that easy when the thing they're tracking me with is magic. It's not tangible. But the council is probably the wisest group of people there is, and so, you know, it's not so bad to have them watching over you unless you do something wrong, which I have. But it's been a while and they haven't showed up, so I think I'm okay. I don't know. Maybe they're not always watching me. That's the thing. With the guardians, the law enforcement for most people, you can tell when they're there. Because they're there, right? They're right there. You can see them. No. That's not the case otherwise. It's not the case for me. But hey, laws don't apply to me. That's fun. A part of the council you speak of is known as the Under. They control the aftermath of a person's life, especially if the person wields magic. I don't work there, but I do visit. Huh. Yes, that does sound about right. Afterlife, indeed. You know. I've never seen a ghost, but I know people can see them. Carter's seen one before. Again, I won't tell my friends' personal lives for them. You know, if they want to, then they can, but I'm not going to. Especially without asking, but he has seen a ghost before. I haven't. I don't think I can with that help. Unless there is a spell for that. I don't believe there is. I might be able to destroy your files. Let me try something soon. If so, at least they won't know about you. That would be good. I've done some bad stuff in the past, but that is the past, and I've moved on with my life, and I hope that I'll be allowed to do so without any repercussions. Because the things I did, while certainly against everything I'd been taught growing up, didn't really harm anyone. It harmed one person, but he harmed me first. It's not like he died. Or anything. but that's in the past. And I intend to leave it there, if possible. We aren't ghosts? Oh no, I didn't say you were ghosts. I just said there are ghosts. Gabriel's the warrior angel. There's a judge between where you're sent. Don't really know what I am, but I exist, and I haven't found anyone besides the council. Alright. It's interesting, for sure. Speak your crimes in full name? On stream? I guess so. Give me one moment. I totally didn't forget Luna's last name, and I'm totally not breaking character right now. Holy crap. Oh, and it's not in Gacha Life too. Hold on. Maybe it's in Gacha Club. Pretend I was never here! Did you hear something? 'Cause I didn't. Ba-ba-da. Okay, my name. Oh my gosh, this old photo of me is ugly. My name is Luna Nightshade. And are you sure I have to say the crime? 'Cause might as well be admitting it then. How do you not know your own name? I know. I know my own name. I'm just tired. I forgot my birthday earlier too. Got it. I think I can find you based off of that. Alright, good. But it's interesting how the laws are different for many classes. Did you know elementals can't drink alcohol? It's illegal for them to have any intoxicating substance. They just aren't allowed to drink. They're not even allowed in bars. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. Go to sleep, please. Perhaps a soothing message to help. I'm learning to work as an empath. I don't want to go to sleep. Dang, that sucks. Sips beer. I know, right? I don't drink alcohol very often, but the thought of not being able to when all your friends go out to have a drink or something is kind of sad. But yeah, elementals are held to quite the standard as well. And then there's the nocturnals that have rules like I know specifically there's the Vampire Protection Act, the Werewolf Protection Act, the Demon Protection Act. It's a lot of things protecting them, right? Like if a werewolf attacks someone while they're like werewolfed, it's considered much less of a crime because while they hurt another person, they didn't choose to, right? And there are technically places that rehabilitate nocturnal people, but from what Stella's told me of them, they are not at all what they should be, which is unfortunate. Is there any way possible you may be able to enter the land of the dead, heaven, hell, or reincarnation? What do you mean? Not without dying. You can't get there without dying. And you can't. We have no way to communicate to people who've gone to the afterlife. Even the psychics who talk to the ghosts, they can't. Because Gabriel will see you, and so will I. I can even help plead your case and pardon you. Why, thank you. Would certainly be helpful, but I'm not sure I can. I would say, considering the council didn't contact me while I was committing said crimes, I doubt they will. But who knows? I think I got away with it. But if it ever comes up again, I'll definitely contact you. You've done arson, haven't you? No, I haven't done arson. No. What I did was in no way destructive to anyone except myself. And one other person who deserved more, 'cause he freaking sucks. It was completely justified, and I'm sure that anyone would agree with me there. Murder, tax evasion, battery on an angelic form, 2nd degree? No, I haven't done any of that. I've just been chilling, you know. It's a kind of rule that is kind of dumb, but it's there anyway. Well, now I considered speaking to Gabriel about this. You cannot give a fate worse than death without a reason, better than he sucks. What? He didn't die. He didn't die. He's fine. He's alive. I don't know what he's doing right now. I mean, maybe someone else killed him. That's not my fault. I didn't kill him. I just made sure that he got thrown in prison. Because he deserved it. Because he broke a lot of laws. And if stabbing someone who's taken advantage of you in the back is a bad thing to do, I deeply apologize, but I have no remorse. Worse than death. I promise you. It's not worse than death. He's probably out by now. Unless he went and committed some other crime, got thrown back in jail again. Not my problem. I haven't seen him in, what, 2-3 years? It doesn't matter anymore. It's kind of funny. He tried to use the fact that I can't have the law enforced on me by the guardians as an advantage for himself, and then I turned around and used it against him because, yes, because I can. But shall thine who received stones by thine enemies receive such with joy and prospers for such fiends despite their crime and sin? No wonder it took you so long to type that. Shall thine who received stones by thine enemies receive such with joy and prospers for such fiends despite their crime and sin? I don't know, man. He was toxic, I cut him off. That's what I did. And I don't regret it. Best decision I ever made. Remember, killing someone is a crime, but killing someone as a dead target to be worse? What? I didn't kill someone as a dead target. All I did is I just kind of I just cut him off of my life. Not of anything, but, well, his criminal record, I guess. No longer so clean. It shouldn't have been, because he was a criminal. In high school. Would you believe it? In high school. Of all the guys in that high school that I could have dated, it had to be that one. I was dumb. You were hurt, so you fired back with a weapon twice as strong. Has been hotel taught such for redemption, but the council donated thou such to use for the future, not to forget. Has been hotel. Well, I think what he did to me was worse. I mean, all I did was turn him into the Guardians. He was gonna get caught, eventually. I just sped up the process. I did far worse for him than against him, unfortunately. But I serve him no longer. I serve no one except myself. So I say, with much question, what crimes have you committed? For you speak of as legal. Yes, I'm not going to mention the crimes. I've told you this. I would be a fool to admit such a thing. But if you must know, they're not crimes according to law. However, certainly a crime against magic. For the way in which I used it was not according to the standard to which a magical being such as myself should. I forgot the start of that sentence. Yes, it was not to the standard to which a magical being such as myself should hold oneself to. I departed from that which I was taught, and for that I do show remorse. But I only use my magic for the benefit and not for the extortion of others. I only use it in the pursuit of knowledge and not in the pursuit of my own benefit. And that is exactly how a member of the magic people should live. And I don't think that I should be held accountable for mistakes that I've made so long ago when I was still maturing as a person. Thanks for this. The council's monitors on you have been disabled for the past 5 minutes, so you're safe with me of your crime. Don't ask me how, just know I'm in trouble now. Oh no. Well, thank you. But I'm not sure I have much more to say on that subject. It's the way I see it, it's in the past. They are back up in 10 seconds. Prepare to continue this act. Alright. Well. Oh. I forget what I was talking about before. Well. Of course, everyone does things they regret at times. Like, for example, I regret not telling a friend to take a shower because he freaking stinks. Don't tell him I said that. Don't tell him I said that. Yo, does your world got Fortnite? Probably got something like it. You have video games. Quite a bit of them. I know, because friends playing them all the time in their room and screaming at the top of their lungs while they're streaming. And I'm trying to do my homework. It's quite annoying. But hey, there have been worse roommates. Like my ex. Oi! He does suck. My ex, somehow worse than my parents, that's all I'm saying. He's... yeah. That's a chapter of my life I don't intend to relive. But, hold on. Full name of the sex? Well, it's a good question. The last name? Admittedly, I don't remember. It may or may not exist, but don't mind me breaking character again. Don't worry about it. If you can't tell, last names are not my strong suit. His name's Derek. He's a squirrel. He's a squirrel. He's not a squirrel. He's a squirrel. Whoop. Oh, and there went the water bottle. Hold on. Water bottle overboard. There we go. I should put water in it. It's really light because the water is not in it. Alright. But, Derek the squirrel, he will be under soon to speak with. I'll send him back to your world, don't worry. He just might not have clothes and may be close to your location. What? Alright. It's quite the disclaimer there. Sorry, my phone's going off. My friends are texting each other. But it's fine. I just won't You know what I won't do? I won't date anyone else. It was a bad idea. He's dead now. He's right in front of me. And what do you wish to say or ask him? That's tough. Actually. Tell him that he's panicking quite a bit. I would think so. Most people would when they die. Ooh, I know. Tell him that he is worse than his parents. Trust me, that'll get to him. Also, I didn't give him clothes since I'm sending him back soon. Why do you keep mentioning this? I don't want that image in my brain. He's kind of aggressive right now. I would indeed think so. He does have a tendency to be that way. Sending him back, don't look out your back window. I won't. Well, much thank you for that. I'm glad that I have much better friends now. It's definitely preferable. Anyways, Gabriel just called me for a meeting. See you later. Hopefully the punishment doesn't suck as much. Thank you. Thank you so much for your help. Truly. And thank you for coming to the stream. Hope to see you later. Well, I have 4 friends now. And you know, for once, no problem. Wish you the best. You too. And you know, for once, my friends treat me like a normal person. It's great. Because that's what I am. I'm just a normal person. Just a regular girl. And yeah, I do magic and stuff, but so still just a regular girl, you know? I'm glad I have them. It is great. It really is quite the band of misfits we have. Important Minecraft story mode scene change here. Oh wait, shoot, sorry. I broke character unintentionally. That was too funny. Okay. I'm having a hard time being serious for so long. Okay, I'm going back into character now. Goodbye. Yeah. I forgot what I was saying. Couldn't be because someone interrupted me. Hey, don't break the fourth wall. I'm breaking the fourth wall, okay? And you're not going to stop me. Oh, come on. This isn't even technically breaking the fourth wall. Yeah, I guess not. Just shut up. But who are you going into character to? Nobody is here. Here. Echo, echo, echo. Well, for myself then. Besides, I'm not getting into character. This is just me. I'm always like this. I am Luna. All the time. I'm very much real. I'm not breaking the fourth wall, I'm just being honest. I'm real. I exist. Anyway. I'm very tired. It's almost 11 p.m. Sleep? I'm not going to be able to sleep anyway. I don't know why I'd try. Give me a good reason. Give me a good reason that I would want to sleep. Like an actual good one. Not just because sleep is important, because, like, yeah, duh, but, like, who cares? You know? Because you can talk to him in the morning. Who? Who's him? And why is it capitalized? Your boyfriend? What? I don't have a boyfriend. What are you talking about? I'm single and I intend to stay that way. Fern's heart instantly stops at that very moment. Fern's not my boyfriend. And he will never be my boyfriend. Just to clarify, we're friends and we're staying friends. Period. Yeah. Oh, my. Is Fern dating anyone? Hold on, I gotta break character again for a second, right? It's a complicated question, because in real life, yes, but like the character Fern that Luna knows, no, they're single. I thought I'd clarify, because I feel like if I just said no as Luna, that might be confusing, because like there's a separation of Fern the character and like Fern the OC, and then me, like the person that's sitting in the chair talking to the microphone. I just thought I'd clarify. I have a boyfriend, right? Fern and Fantastic Friends. Fern the Luna knows. No, they're single. Anyway, sorry to break character for like the third time. We're 2.5 hours in. It was bound to happen. Although, I don't remember if I broke character on the Fang streams. I was dedicated to those. I honestly, looking back, I think I was just doing it because I wanted to feel masculine. But anyway, Fern the real go to sleep because of boyfriend now. No, I'm not tired. And yeah, I'm not tired at all. Loser. Sorry, that's mean. That's something my brother keeps saying, and I just said it. I'm kind of sad. I'm just a parrot. Anyway, I'm going back into character. You know, here's the deal. You convince Luna to go to bed, I'll go to bed. That's the deal. Don't kill me. I don't want to die. Anyway. Yeah. My point was, I'm not tired and I'm not going to bed. Well, I am tired, but I'm not going to bed because I know I'm not going to be able to sleep and stuff. Never mind, the council wishes you to sleep. You have a visit from them tomorrow. What's your current situation? What? No. You kidding me? There's no way I'm going to be able to sleep now. I have to, like, prepare. When is it? Like... Oh dear. Oh dear. This is not good. This is not good. Oh. How am I supposed to just go to sleep when you drop such news on me? How? What? Not the fake countdown. I if I really do have a meeting with them tomorrow, I certainly need to stay awake and study everything. Gotta go through and, I think I'll go through. I'll read all of their books. I know a few of them have published multiple books. I'll read all their books. I'll read the Magic Class guidelines until I over and over by heart until I have them memorized, so that I can quote them if need be. And if I still have time, I'll go over past cases, past trials that have been published. Dude, I'm your lawyer. I can help you. You just need to look your best. Well, how am I supposed to look my best at a time like this, huh? Come on. I'm barely holding it together as it is. By sleeping, no. Sleeping is the last thing that I want to be doing right now. The very last thing. There's a very long list of things that I would rather do. And some of them are not very fun, but I'd rather do them than go to sleep. This is gonna keep me up all night. If I don't finish it, I gotta figure it out. You go to sleep or I will put you to sleep with magic. Your choice. No, you can't do that. That's not fair. I'll shield your magic with my shield that I have. And when I say shield, I don't mean like a knight's shield. I mean like a force field magic shield thingamabobber. I work with sleeping temporarily in death. That's basically all I can do. Well, I refuse to sleep. And nope, not gonna happen. Up. Well, I don't know. Probably should sleep, but I don't know how I'm going to be able to. So much on my mind. I feel like if I tried to go to sleep, it wouldn't really work. But what's to be done about that? Dang right. Perhaps some poetry to help soothe your nerves. Sure. I do like a good, I almost said a good poetry. I do like a good poem. You've been sighing on and off for the past 5 minutes, by the way. You're very tired and exhausted. Yeah, probably has something to do with getting less than 3 hours of sleep last night. Maybe. But it's alright. I'm used to it. Probably doesn't make it any better. Sleep is too often difficult to accomplish. Oops. I dropped my fidget toy. We need to think about just good things in life, like your friends. I do like my friends, as friends, but I do like them. Wonder if Fern's in bed by now. Probably not. Probably not. They normally go to bed before me at around 1 a.m. But still before me. Sleep thinking about them and how badly you want them to stay your friends, you insecure being you. Your counter's at 8, by the way. That's crazy. I'm not insecure. I'm very secure. What are you talking about? Also, hello, welcome. I'm quite secure. I'm the most secure person that you've ever met. Okay, maybe that's an overstatement, but the point is, I'm a very secure person. Mostly. Okay, maybe not, but you know what I mean. What do you even expect me to think about my friends? I wonder how they'd act if they knew my secret. Maybe they'd stop being my friend altogether. That's what I think. Probably not, but there's a chance. I know I should probably tell them. I've told Carter some of it, but only select portions. Perhaps portions that paint me in a better light than I ought to be painted. But I see nothing wrong with just not being ready to talk about it yet. If you are secure, then why not sleep feeling safe? Think of the fun you can have with your friends. Then stay with you no matter what. That's what I know. It hasn't been my experience, but I don't know if I've had a real friendship before. If they don't, they're never your friends in the first place. Maybe a leap of faith might be needed, you know? Maybe. You know, it's the thing about Carter. Sometimes I feel like I could tell him anything, and I don't like it sometimes. There's just something about him, and it makes me nervous, because he could get me to admit something I didn't want to, and then what? I wouldn't be able to take back what I said, would I? He sees right through me. He sees right through everyone. It's terrifying. But it's also kind of cool in a way. I mean, it's hard to have a misunderstanding when the other person can literally feel your emotions. Carter's totally a Roblox guy, I just know it. What does that mean? What's a Roblox guy? If Carter can see through you, he already knows and he's still your friend. Why do you think that is? I mean, he probably doesn't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he knew I wasn't telling the truth, but he's just an empath, he's not a telepath. There's no way he knows what I think in words that could reveal exactly what happened. But you sure I can trust him? I found your folder. What folder? What? There were nightshade crimes committed. Oh boy. Oh dang, what in the world? Exactly. Why would you do that? That's what I said. I was a fool. That's for sure. I know it's highly illegal, or at least immoral, but there, burnt, never to be found again. Perfect, thank you. And hopefully it stays that way. But now that you've seen it, tell me honestly, do you think my friends would still be my friends if they knew? Because I don't know. If I had a friend who admitted to something like that, well, would I still want to be friends with them? I never really thought of it in that direction before. I suppose so. Hello, this is Gabriel, the angel of the under. What have you done that has caused our best light do such a thing? What are you hiding there, Nightshade? Hi. I've not done anything. And I didn't ask so much as they offered. Is Brent a file? Why has he done this? I mean, he offered. You'd have to ask him. Who's this file of? It's a good question. A very good question. Is there any way for you to tell who it was of? Alright then, you will be lucky to see him alive by tomorrow after our duel. Oh my gosh. A duel? That escalated quickly. Well, treason resorts in a duel with an angel such as myself for 5 minutes or death. You'll be invited to watch at the Coliseum. Oh my. Yes. Alright. How many things do I have tomorrow at this point? I have class tomorrow too. You know? Anywho, I'm a break character. Nighty night. That was fun. You encountered 10. Good night. Wow, the way I spontaneously broke character too was kind of funny. I mean, it makes sense if you're not in character for me to not be in character in the response, but whatever. Good night. Well. I guess I should probably... Let's see, it was fun? Yeah, it was indeed. I believe I should probably go to bed, but I don't want to. I don't know if I'll be able to. But I'm so tired. You know? I wonder if Carter's still awake. Maybe I'll ask him. I recommend listening to... I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce that. Before you sleep. Always helps me. Thank you, thank you. I don't want to bother Carter, but he's probably awake. I'll see. He says he doesn't mind if I call him at night, so shouldn't be an issue. Well, chat. It is nice to be able to stream. It was surprisingly fun. Carter's probably playing Roblox obbies, not gonna lie. Oh, that's funny. You're still on the Carter being the Roblox player, huh? Good night, chat. Just a question. Is there a particular character? I mean, person? Sorry, the way I said character. Chat, is there a particular person that you don't like to see on Fern's stream? It's just me though? Well, Pumpkin Bestie, is there a particular person you'd like to see on another one of Fern's streams besides Fern? Carter, probably. Alright. I'm sure he'll be fun to have. Alright. Good night. Thank you so much for watching. I'll go to bed now. Good night.